Hello everyone, welcome to another video on provision for doubtful debts, adjustments, the various scenarios in final accounts. In this video, we will be talking about two more scenarios of adjusting provisions in the final accounts. Let's have a look. The first scenario that we have got in this video, which is number 3, this is a continuation of the previous video where we covered the other two scenarios. In the third scenario, we have existing bad debts, we have further bad debts, we have existing provision, and we also have a new provision. Just keep in mind that the summation of existing bad debt, new provision is greater than the existing provision. I'll let you know why that is important. Let's have a look how the question would look like given in the trial balance. As you can see on the screen, bad debts will be given. Provision for doubtful debts are given as well. These are the existing provision worth 5,000. We have sundry debtors, which is given as well in the trial balance. The additional information would say further bad debts of 2,500 and create a new provision for doubtful debts at the rate 5% on sundry debtors. Now let us understand how this would reflect in the PL account and the balance sheet. First, let us talk about the PL account, the profit and loss account. On the debit side, as you can see, first we will debit the existing bad debt given in the trial balance. Then we will add the further bad debt, which is given as 1,000. We get a sum of 4,000. To that, we add the new provision that we are creating at the rate 5%. Now, this new provision is created in the balance amount which we get after subtracting further bad debt from the sundry debtors. If you look at the balance sheet, sundry debtors 1,51,000 less the additional bad debt 1,000, you get 1,50,000. On this balance amount, you calculate the new provision at the rate 5%, which comes to 7,500. You deduct that and you get the net debtors 1,42,500 to be shown on the balance sheet asset side. And this 7,500 will be debited to your PL account. As you can see here, come back to PL account, new provision 7,500. You add this and then you subtract the old provision of 5,000 which is given in the trial balance. So a net amount of 6,500 appears on the debit side of PL account. This is one of the scenarios when your old provision is less than the summation of bad debt, existing bad debt, further bad debt, and new provision. Let us have a look at the next scenario where your summation of existing bad debt, new bad debt, and new provision is less than the existing provision. How this would look like. In the trial balance, you have the same given instances, the bad debts, the provision for doubtful debts, existing one, the sundry debtors. The additional information says create further bad debts of 2,500 and create a provision for doubtful debts at the rate 5% on sundry debtors. So let's have a look at the PL account, how this will look like. Now, since here the summation of bad debt and further bad debt and new provision is less than the existing provision, so entire adjustment will be now written on the credit side of the PL account. We start with the old provision for doubtful debts, 25,000. From there, we subtract the existing bad debt, 2,000. Then we subtract the further bad debts, 2,500. And from there, we subtract the new provision of 10,000. The final amount that we get is 10,500, which is shown on the credit side of the PL account. Have a look at the balance sheet. Debtors given as per trial balance less further bad debts 2,500, and then you subtract the new provision of 5% on this balance amount of 2 lakhs 10,000. So 1,90,000 is your net debtors shown on the asset side. In the balance sheet, the treatment remains the same. However, just keep in mind that you are doing it the adjustments on the credit side if the old provision is more. If you show this on the debit side, it will give you a negative figure. That is why we are showing this on the credit side. Hope this has helped you to understand the provisions better. We'll catch you all in the next video with another scenario of provision. Thanks for watching.